Hello students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well. Today we are going to discuss class 8 NCERT chapter number 5 science coal and petroleum question answers. In the previous video I had given you class 8 science chapter number 4 metals and non-metals question answer, right? So as you are writing the complete NCERT solution in your notebook, it's very necessary to write all these question answers in your notebook, because these question answers are very much important. As the school will reopens, that time we will not have time to write, so that's why it's an humble request to all of you to write all these question answers in your notebook. So let's start about the chapter number 5 coal and petroleum, right? While explaining, I had explained you first chapter number 6 combustion and flame, and then I had explained you about the coal and petroleum, right? So but while writing question answers, you have to write the chapter number 5 first, and then you have to write chapter number 6. Okay, so in this chapter what we have studied, as it is described here, science NCERT grade 8 chapter number 5 coal and petroleum introduces the students to the most commonly used fossil fuels. In this chapter, while beginning, we have just discussed about the natural resources and some man-made resources. The natural resources which can be exhaustible natural resources and inexhaustible natural resources. Both type of natural resources are discussed in this chapter along with their examples. Coal and petroleum. In this chapter, the main focus is given on some exhaustible natural resources. What is exhaustible natural resources? Which can be finished, right? So the exhaustible natural resources are just like coal, petroleum and the natural gases. In the first section we have described about the coal and petroleum and the useful products of it, like coke, coal tar, coal gas. And the second section we have talked about the petroleum and its characteristics, diagrammatic representation of petroleum and the natural gases deposit, and a figure depicting a petroleum refinery. Further enhance and conceptual understanding of the topic. Information about the various constituents of petroleum and its uses is presented in tabular form in this chapter. Coal and petroleum. A note on the natural gas is also provided, and the last part we have discussed about the emphasis on the limited quantity of some natural resources. It is discussed the negative effects of using fossil fuels as the source of energy, and in this section the chapter has also been suggested that some ways of conserving these fuels. The topic covered in this chapter is coal and petroleum, natural gases and some natural resources which are limited. So let's start question number 1. Question number 1 is, what are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as a fuel? See, nowadays government is also telling, please take the advantages uses of CNG and LPG, and question is also there in our standard. So we know very well the advantages of using compressed natural gas. What is the full form of CNG? Compressed natural gas, and LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, as fuels are. What are the advantages? You can see they can be burnt directly, they can be transported easily through the pipelines, they can clean fuels and do not give smoke when they burn, they give a lot of heat energy when they burn. So whatever the characteristics the ideal fuel have, so all these characteristics the CNG and LPG are having. So these are the advantages. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is, name the petroleum products using or used for surfacing of roads. So you know very well bitumen, it is a ore of coal. Bitumen and a petroleum product is used for surfacing roads. Have you ever seen that when the roads are being constructed, that time which type of surface layer they are putting? So that is made up of bitumen, or it is a petroleum products which are specially being used to surfacing the roads. Question number 3. Describe how coal is formed from the dead vegetation and what is the process called? Yes, very important. Millions of years ago, dense forest got buried under the soil due to natural processes like storms, floods and earthquakes. these got compressed as more and more soil got deposited over them. When they got buried deep in the soil, they were exposed to very high pressure and temperature. Under these conditions, these slowly got converted into the coal, and this process of formation of coal and dead vegetation is called carbonization. Very, very, very important question for exam. What is carbonization? Whole answer you have to write. If I'll ask you about the carbonization, then from millions till carbonization, till here you have to write it. Okay? Got it? So here you have seen. Now we are moving toward the next question, that is fill in the blanks. I hope all of you know all these answers. Fossil fuels are, what are the fossil fuels, can you tell me? Coal, petroleum and natural gas. Second is processes of separation of different constituent from the petroleum is called. See, all the answers I have given you. Only 3 fill in the blanks are there. So here you can write the process of separation of different constituent from the petroleum is called refining, and the least polluting fuel for vehicle is CNG. So that's why you may have seen nowadays in New Delhi that all the rickshaw walas are using CNG, that is compressed natural gas. Now we are going to write true or false. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. Can you tell me what will be the answer? Can it be prepared fossil fuels? No. Why? Why it will be prepared in the laboratory? It is made by the dead living organisms when they are buried under the soil. So the first statement is false. See all the question here written and all the answers here written, right? So first of all, let me explain with the questions. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. False. Why? Because millions of years ago, these fossil fuels which they are made, they were living organisms. As after the natural calamities like flood, earthquake, tsunami or any other natural calamities, they have just got dipped inside the soil, and after burying it they have converted into the fossil fuels. So the first statement is false. Second one, CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. Very much false. Why? CNG is using as a less polluting fuel. Coke is almost pure form of carbon. Coke is almost, it's not written 100%, yeah, almost you can say. Coke is almost a pure form of carbon. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances. Yes, coal tar is a mixture of various substances. Kerosene is not a fossil fuel. Kerosene is a fossil fuel. Coal and petroleum we have studied now. So in the petroleum we have seen about the kerosene. So kerosene is a fossil fuel. It is written it is not a fossil fuel, so that's why it's written here false. Now the next question is, explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Very, very, very important question. If you have not written, then please write this question in your notebook. Fossil fuels require millions of years to form from the dead vegetation and the animals that get buried deep inside the earth. They require the high temperature and pressure for their formation, which cannot be provided in the laboratory. Thus, fossils are limited. Therefore, the use of fossil fuels at this rate will lead to their exhaustion. So definitely nowadays you are seeing everybody is having two two-wheelers and 2 4-wheelers. So in one home approx more than 100 liters of these petroleum products are being used in one home. So definitely it will be exhausted one day. So that's why it is an exhaustible natural resources. We must not use that much these fuels, right? So the next question, question number 7 is, describe the characteristics and uses of coke. Very, very important. What are the characteristics of coke? The characteristics of coke are tough, porous, black in color. These are the characteristics. And what are the uses? In manufacturing of steel and in the extraction of metal as a reducing agent. Very, very important question. You can see here this whole answer you have to write in your notebook. So the characteristics of coke are tough, porous, black in color. Now we are moving towards the question number 8. Explain the process of formation of petroleum. How petrol is formed. Very, very important question. If you are not knowing these answers, then remember, then you are going to get less marks in exam. So whenever you are writing these question answers, please learn also while writing, because these are the important questions which are going to be asked in exams. Right? So let us discuss about the process of formation of petroleum. Petroleum was formed from dead organism that got buried in the sea millions of years ago. These dead bodies got covered with a layer of sand and clay. Lack of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed this dead organism into petroleum and natural gases. See what they want to say. They want to say that during this millions of years ago, when these dead bodies were covered and they have got the layer of sand and clay, as inside this soil there was a high temperature and pressure, so this dead organism has been converted into petroleum and natural gas. Now we are moving towards the 9th question answer. The following table shows that total power shortage in India from 1991 to 1997. Show the data in the form of graph. Plot shortage percentage for the years on the y-axis and year on the x-axis. If you are not having graph book, not an issue. In the notebook only, you have to draw one axis as x and another axis as y. It's very much important. You have to draw this graph. So what will happen? You can see here the 3 serial numbers are given. Year 1991, 92 and 93. In the 1991 there was a shortage of 7.9%. In 1992 7.8, but in 1993 8.3. How you will draw this graph? It's very easy. See here. 1994 7.4, 1995 7.1, 1996 9.2 and 1997 11.5. See here I have written in the x-axis the year names: 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. And here I have written the shortage of carbon as in the percentage of 5 to 7 to 9 to 11 to 13. See, our shortage of percentage maximum is 11.5. So how we will describe 7 to 9, between the 7 to 9? In 1991 7.9 percentage, in 1992 7.8 percentage, 1993 8.3, 1994 7.4, 1995 7.1, 1996 how much? 9.2, and the 1997 it's 11.5. But can you tell me what is the level of 2020? No need to tell me anything. You have to just draw this diagram. After drawing this diagram, you have finished the chapter. If you have left any question answers, please just go through these question answers, and after then we will move to see. If you have not taken a screenshot, then you can take a screenshot one by one. This is the answer number 7, last answer, right? Sorry, answer number 9. You can take a screenshot of answer number 9. Now answer number 8. Explain the process of formation of petroleum. After taking a screenshot, sit alone and write the question answers in your notebook. Now you can see the 7. Describe the characteristics and the uses of coal. You can see here, right? After writing all these points, now move the next question. Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Right now only I had explained. So you can write this answer in your notebook. After then, true or false questions are there. You must have a good concept of true or false. Now, here you can see fill in the blanks. Some of the fill in the blanks are given. You can write this fill in the blanks in your notebook, and these few question answers from 1 to 3 already explained in the exercise. So you can copy all the question answers of NCERT from this video. You can pause the video for some time. After writing, then you can again on the video. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Hope all of you have written the question answers. If you are having any type of doubt, please drop your doubt into the comment box section. And if you have enjoyed, then please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. And if you are having any doubt, please drop your doubt into the comment box section. So definitely I can help you. That's all for today. Thank you. Thank you very much.